banquets. Why Spartan banquets were more than just eating. Spartan society is often remembered for its rigorous military training, austere lifestyle, and formidable warriors. However, one of the most intriguing aspects of Spartan life is their communal banquets, known as syssitia. Banquets were far more than just occasions for eating. They were vital to the fabric of Spartan society, serving as a microcosm of Spartan values, discipline, and social structure. To understand why Spartan banquets were more than just eating, we need to delve into the intricacies of these gatherings and the roles they played in shaping and maintaining the unique Spartan identity. The term syssitia refers to the communal meals that were a cornerstone of Spartan life. Participation in these banquets was mandatory for all male citizens from the age of 20 until death. The syssitia were not simply social events but were considered a civic duty. Attendance was compulsory, and failure to participate could result in a loss of citizenship rights. This obligation underscores the importance of these gatherings in Spartan society. The syssitia were typically small, intimate groups of about 15 men, known as a fedition. These groups were often composed of men from different families and backgrounds, reinforcing the idea that loyalty to Sparta transcended familial ties. The composition of the fedition was designed to promote camaraderie, equality, and shared responsibility among its members, reflecting the broader egalitarian principles of Spartan society. The Spartan syssitia were a powerful tool for fostering unity and equality among the citizenry. In a society where individuality was often suppressed in favor of the collective, the syssitia served as a daily reminder of the importance of communal living. The food consumed at these banquets was simple and unpretentious, reflecting the Spartan ethos of austerity and self-discipline. The most famous dish was the black broth, melis zomos, a concoction made from pork, blood, vinegar, and salt. While it might not have been the most palatable, its very simplicity was a testament to Spartan values. Everyone, regardless of wealth or status, was expected to contribute an equal share to the communal meal. This practice ensured that no one was above another within the syssitia, reinforcing the idea that all Spartans were equal before the law and in their obligations to the state. The communal nature of the meals also meant that resources were pooled, ensuring that everyone, even the less wealthy, could participate fully in the syssitia. The syssitia were not just about eating. They were a form of training in themselves. The banquets were an extension of the Spartanagoge, the rigorous education and training system that young Spartans underwent. During these meals, Spartans were expected to display self-control, discipline, and a readiness to respond to orders, qualities essential for a warrior society. Conversations at the syssitia often revolved around military matters, strategy, and the art of war. The older and more experienced warriors would impart their knowledge and experience to the younger men, ensuring that the lessons of battle were passed down through the generations. This oral tradition was crucial in a society that prized martial prowess above all else. Moreover, the syssitia provided a setting where young Spartans could observe and emulate the behavior of their elders. Respect for authority, the ability to speak concisely, and the importance of listening were all reinforced during these gatherings. In essence, the syssitia were a continuation of the agoge, where the training never truly ended. In a society as tightly knit as Sparta, social cohesion was paramount. The syssitia played a crucial role in maintaining this cohesion by breaking down barriers between individuals and reinforcing a collective identity. The banquets were a space where differences in wealth, family background, and personal achievement were set aside in favor of a shared identity as Spartans. This collective identity was particularly important in the context of the Spartan army, which relied on close coordination and mutual trust between soldiers. The syssitia were instrumental in building and maintaining this trust. By sharing meals, stories, and experiences, Spartans forged bonds that would serve them well on the battlefield. Additionally, the syssitia served as a forum for decision-making and consensus building. While the Spartan government was famously oligarchic, with power concentrated in the hands of a few, the syssitia allowed for a more democratic exchange of ideas among the citizenry. Decisions affecting the fedition, and sometimes the wider community, were often discussed and debated over the communal meal. This practice helped to ensure that the interests of the group were aligned and that all voices were heard. The syssitia were also a crucial mechanism for instilling and reinforcing Spartan virtues. Chief among these was the concept of andreia, or manliness, which encompassed qualities such as bravery, self-discipline, and loyalty to the state. The banquets were a space where these virtues were not only discussed but also practiced. One of the ways this was achieved was through the practice of pais propylemistu, or boy beside the warrior. This practice involved pairing a young Spartan with an older, more experienced warrior. The young Spartan would serve his mentor during the syssitia, learning from him through observation and interaction. This relationship was central to the transmission of Spartan values and the preparation of the younger generation for the responsibilities of citizenship and warfare. The syssitia also emphasized the importance of sophrosyne, or moderation. The simple fare served at the banquets was a constant reminder of the value of self-restraint. Excess and indulgence were frowned upon, and the communal nature of the meals meant that no one could take more than their fair share. This practice not only reinforced the principle of equality, but also ensured that Spartans remained focused on the collective good good rather than individual desires. While the syssitia were predominantly male affairs, Spartan women also played a role in the broader culture of communal meals. Unlike in many other Greek city-states, Spartan women had a relatively high degree of autonomy and were expected to participate in public life. They were responsible for managing the household and ensuring that their contributions to the syssitia were of high quality. Moreover, Spartan women were known for their forthrightness and influence in Spartan society. Although they did not participate in the syssitia themselves, their presence was felt through the quality of the provisions they supplied. The expectations placed on women to contribute to the communal meal were a reflection of their importance in maintaining the stability and well-being of the Spartan states. The syssitia were not just social or military gatherings, they also had deep cultural and religious significance. Many of the rituals and customs observed during the syssitia were linked to the worship of the gods, particularly Apollo, who was revered as the god of the Spartans. The banquets often included libations and prayers, underscoring the connection between the syssitia and the divine. The syssitia also played a role in reinforcing the social hierarchy and the distinction between Spartans and non-Spartans. Helots, the enslaved population of Sparta, were responsible for much of the agricultural work that supported the syssitia. Their labor ensured that the Spartans could maintain their lifestyle of communal meals and military training. This dynamic highlighted the dependence of the Spartan elite on the Helot class, even as the syssitia served to strengthen the bonds among Spartan citizens. As with many aspects of Spartan society, the syssitia eventually declined as Sparta's power waned. The strict adherence to the communal lifestyle began to erode, particularly after the catastrophic defeat at the Battle of Leuctra in 371 BC. This defeat marked the beginning of the end for Sparta as a dominant military power, and with it, the decline of many of its traditional practices, including the syssitia. The loss of wealth and territory, combined with increasing internal strife, made it difficult for Spartans to maintain the rigorous standards of the syssitia. The communal meals, once a symbol of Spartan unity and discipline, became less frequent and less significant. By the Hellenistic period, the syssitia had largely faded into history, replaced by more individualistic and indulgent practices that would have been anathema to the Spartans of earlier generations. Despite their decline, the syssitia left a lasting legacy on both Sparta and the wider Greek world. The practice of communal meals influenced other Greek city-states, although none adopted it with the same rigor as the Spartans. The syssitia also provided a model of communal living that would later be reflected in various monastic and military communities throughout history. In modern times, the syssitia have been romanticized as a symbol of Spartan equality, discipline, and collective strength. While the reality was undoubtedly more complex, the ideal of the syssitia continues to capture the imagination of those interested in ancient history and the unique society that was Sparta. The syssitia were a microcosm of Spartan society, embodying its values, virtues, and contradictions. They were more than just eating. They were a way of life, a training ground, and a means of reinforcing the social order. Through the syssitia, Spartans learned what it meant to be a citizen, a soldier, and a part of something greater than themselves. In understanding the syssitia, we gain a deeper insight into what made Sparta one of the most remarkable and enigmatic societies of the ancient world. If you enjoyed this epic journey, please subscribe to our channel for more thrilling historical tales. Don't miss out on new videos. Hit the notification bell to stay updated.